an exciting day today. We're finally getting back into some competition. We are at the Happy Trails Mountain Trail Horse Show. I've got Shiney here for her first off-site experience. We've got Alicia here for her first show experience. Pretty exciting day at a social distancing competition, our first one. So let's take a look at some mountain trail. Here's a little look at the setup for the horse show. We've got little Evelyn in her little cart and Aaron, who's from the farm with us. And then you see clusters of people because they're from the same circles. And the nice thing about the setup of this horse show is the horse trailers are all kind of around the obstacle course. That's the obstacle course there. So we have a really good view being right at our truck and trailer, little Evelyn there in the shade of the truck, and then into the competition. So this is Shiney doing her in-hand competition. So you can see her doing her thing. So we're coming into our first obstacle here, and we have a little misconfusion there where she went to follow me and I said, no, you have to go out and go do the obstacle yourself. But once she understood what I wanted, right over the poles, looking at where she's going, nice, really slack rope. And they really like to see that in the mountain trail, is the horse navigating the obstacle with as little guidance from the human as possible. So here, once I kind of get her set up on the bridge, you can see I kind of let go of a bit of my rope, so she's basically doing it herself. And again, she tends to lower her head and really look at the obstacles and what she's doing, not in a fearful way, but in a paying attention type of way. So those were the first two obstacles, and then we're coming over here to the water box. Now, Shiney has never seen a water box before, so she kind of is like, I don't know, Mom, is this really a thing we're supposed to be doing? She's kind of second guessing me a little bit here, but she does actually go in and put all 4 feet in and doesn't freak out about it. So I was really happy with that she'd never seen one before, and did it really, really well. There were a lot of horses that didn't do it at all, so I was really happy that she was willing to give it a try. And then here was walking over the little railroad ties, which she did really well, and has a really good knack for watching where her feet are going. Here she kind of rushed a little bit close to me, but overall okay. And then here we go into the moguls, is what they're called. And so here I actually have to go in front of her because the path is kind of narrow, and I give her slack and she just follows along really, really quietly. So that's looking pretty good. And then we're going to come into the teeter-totter obstacle here. And I'm not entirely sure if Shiney has seen a teeter-totter before, but she handles that really well. Or I guess she's probably done one of our banana bridges at the farm. And that was definitely the biggest teeter-totter that she's ever been on, and does that really well. And then we're going to come into the big bridge over here, which is flat across, but it's up high, and Shiney doesn't even think about it. Really, really easy peasy. And then the last thing we did was we kind of curved down the hill over a little path, but the footage cuts out before we get there. So Shiney ended up placing first in that in-hand class, and then at lunchtime, because we were all done competing, we had the opportunity to come back into the ring while everybody was having lunch and do a little bit of obstacles. So we tried the teeter-totter going the opposite way there, and then we came over to do the splash box a few more times, or the water box a few more times, which was really good opportunity to get her comfortable going both directions over this box and make sure she was really relaxed and comfortable about it. So the people who were competing in the afternoon, they didn't get a chance to school like that, but we got permission to school at lunchtime, which was really, really nice. Makes it even more worth the while for coming with the horses. You can actually see our little trailer in the back there. We're the one furthest to the left, the little white trailer, and you can see the little red chair. So that's where Evelyn's hanging out for the day and watching. This tire obstacle, Shiney wasn't scared of the tire obstacle, but she was a little bit more, it was a little bit more tricky in terms of getting her to do it completely by herself without me and still staying quiet and relaxed and staying at the proper distance. So here she actually does it quite well, but I goofed and she kind of caught the lead rope. But there's a good reason for, practicing liberty and being able to disengage your horse's hindquarters and get them to come back to you without having to grab the rope there.
Here is their curtain obstacle, which for Shiney was like nothing because it barely kind of touches her back. She's a little girl, so it didn't really impact her that much. So she didn't even care. She didn't even look twice at that. And then we thought we'd try this back through obstacle, which is a much higher level of difficulty obstacle. So I'm asking her to back up through here, and she doesn't do it super smoothly. She listens to where I want her to go. She's a little bit wiggly, a little bit kind of moving around, but she's trying. She's listening to what I want her to do. And then when we get to the corner here, I call her hips towards me, which she does figure out, but it's a little bit slow. So this will be something that we have to work on, is more backing up through things and just getting the smoothness there, because you can see there's lots of little moments where she kind of hesitates and she's stuck for a little bit. Nothing horribly bad, but if we wanted to score well, if there was going to be a back through in the competition she was doing, it would need to be much smoother than that. So I wanted to do the big bridge one more time, and then we're going to take Shiney into the water, which is super duper fun. So all in all, I was not planning on bringing Shiney today. It was just because the girl who was going to come in my trailer, she ended up not being able to come last minute. So I thought, well, you know what, let's grab Shiney. She may as well start her off-property experiences. And never having been in the water before, she's never been out to our pond on the trails or anything like that. Literally, that's as fast as she did it. Like there isn't really any footage before that that you didn't see. She just did it so easily and so willingly. So I'm pretty excited for Shiney's future, because she seems naturally very brave with the obstacles. Like, she's very trusting of me. She's brave with me, I guess you could say, and very sensible with her feet in the obstacles, and very sensible about her reactions to things now. So she used to be really skittish. We all remember the footage of her when I first got her, and you know, she's cautiously walking in there, but she's definitely trusting me and listening to what I want her to do, and she's being really calm about the whole thing. So I'm thrilled with how she's doing here. Really excited to do more riding with her and getting her more used to the offsite experiences. We have the saddle fitter that's going to be coming up on August 6th to fit her for a Western saddle. So that's the big reason why I haven't done a whole lot more riding stuff with her, is I'm not super confident that my saddle is fitting her. And having fitting tack is so important for the horse being able to respond and listen in positive ways. So we got to get that sorted out first, make sure that that's working, and then I'll get back into more saddle work with Miss Shiney. But look how super calm and amazing she is at that whole thing. She's just like amazing. She just right through. Goodness gracious, I'm so happy. So here is just loading up at the trailer. You can see Alicia there. I'm going to do Alicia's show footage in a different video for you guys, just so that way the video is not too long and you can see all the different stuff that she got to do, because she did different things than Shiney. So here I'm just speeding up the footage as we're going to load the horses on the trailer. That's my student Allie with her horse Glimmer that she's loading onto the trailer there. And then it's going to be Shiney's turn to get on the trailer. And you might wonder, why is Shiney going in the back? She's the littlest horse, and that's the biggest spot in the trailer. So here's a little trailer tip for you guys, is that the heaviest horses, your heaviest load, needs to be at the front of the trailer. More important when you're doing bumper pulls, because it keeps it more steady. So the heaviest horses at the front. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of Little Miss Shiney.